I started with the Tahuna brothers, Jamie and Tama Tahuna, and Jamie was like the first OG of Australia, New Zealand in the UFC. So I was very lucky to go and like watch them and train with them, but I was still kind of fucking around at that point. You know what I mean? Like I was never really kind of serious until I found out I was having a kid.
Yeah, it changes everything. Huh?
Yeah, and then I was like, all right, I gotta leave the streets. And,
So before or after Carter, that's when you decided, all right, I need to do it.
So within the 9 months, so when I got told that I was having a kid, and then by the time he was born, I signed.
Wow.
So I've always been kind of like that, you know what I mean? Like if I say I'm gonna do something,
makes it happen,
I
just
can
manifest
do it.
it.
Yeah, I can. But if I'm fucking around, I'm fucking around. Yeah.
It's both sides of the coin, right? If I'm going all out, no matter which way that I'm going, right?
Yeah.
Guys, welcome to another episode of Jibber with Jabber. Today, I have an amazing guest with me. One of the biggest hitters in the UFC, and I would say one of the biggest characters in the UFC too. BamBam Tai Tuivasa. How you doing, bro?
Good, brother. How are you?
Thanks for taking out the time and coming down, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be an interesting episode. I'll tell you why. Because you remind me of a lot of my friends, bro. And I grew up with a bunch of people who had just no filter, bro. Just like we grew up as a bunch of people who would always be up for a laugh, who would always just get on with it, just not trying to impress anyone by trying to behave certain ways in certain areas. Like, you know, some people, when they get to certain people, they're like, oh, let me behave this way. Or they get to another area of people, they're like, oh, let me behave this way. Like, you're like the same as Bam Bam all day long, wherever you are, which can be a good thing and a bad thing as well.
Well, you either hate me or love me, so one or the other.
Man, that's fucking amazing, bro. Bro, let's talk about origins. So originally, nice little mix there.
Yeah, so my mother is Aboriginal and my father is Samoan.
Is that a common mix in Australia?
Yeah, it's picking up now.
Yeah.
I think they saw how good the genes
yeah,
were.
exactly.
You know?
But I mean, I think it was picking up back then too, because there's like 13 of you, right? Of brothers and sisters.
Oh, so I don't have any full brothers or sisters.
Okay.
My dad's got 13 kids.
Wait. So you don't have any full brothers and sisters?
Nah.
So all 13 are 13?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a long story. That
the
one.
genes have been spread, bro. Your dad was like, all right, okay, let's do this, bro. I'm ready.
My dad was a gardener, planting seed everywhere.
That's insane, bro. So is there any sport that you don't do, bro? Because originally you started with rugby, right? You were a rugby player.
Yeah. Rugby league, it's pretty much where I'm from anyway. It's like our main sport. So growing up, everyone plays kind of rugby league or, something like that. So I played rugby league till I was about 19.
So like right down the line, like, it wasn't just like kids and like you went all the way up to the first.
Yeah, I was with the first grade, so I was with the top team when I was like 18.
Wow.
And then I kind of gave it. It wasn't football. Wasn't for me. We call it football. In Australia.
Let's just clear this.
In England,
let's just clear this all up now, right? Yeah. Because football in England is
soccer.
That.
Yeah.
No, it's not soccer. It's not soccer. It's that. It's football.
See,
and then you got the Americans who got the eggs, and they're calling it football. And then you got you guys who are calling rugby football.
Mate, whatever Australia says goes, pretty much.
I'll take that. I'm not. You're finding this in most of this whole session. I'm not going to be arguing too much with you because
I hope not.
I have seen your highlight reel. So I'm going to keep it cordial.
Yeah,
but I'm assuming that because you have the Samoan genes, bro, you were the same size when you were like 9, right?
Yeah, but I think it was about 100 kilo at 9.
Fuck, bro.
I was big.
You were
big
a
and
monster.
Big and fast. Original, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So there must have been like people looking at you in those days, other kids going, nah, bruv, he's got a beard. He's not our age, bro. They get a wild card. They're bringing him into the game. You know they do that. They get some older kids and they put him in.
The funny thing is, like, people from where I'm from, like, it's a lot of islanders. So all kids are big. And like the little white kids really they end up being the hardest players because they always, they have to deal with it all the time. So
that's what you get when you go to another place and try and take over, bro. You gotta have to hustle, bro.
Yeah. But footy was fun, just wasn't for me.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of rules, a lot of
don't do this, don't do that.
Yeah, fucking they have to. I used to get in trouble all the time, you know what I mean? And interviews, they'd ask me questions and I'd answer how I would answer a question. Then they would like, oh, now you have to do that again. I'm like, well, fucking don't ask me a question then. You know what I mean? And kind of, I wasn't good at sucking up to coaches and stuff like this. So.
But I mean, most of the best players are like that, right? They're wild spirits, and you get a lot of kids from, essentially from the hood that are the best athletes around. They can't conform. For sure.
I know a bunch of boys that are better fighters than half the UFC fighters, but just would never get the opportunity to do it or go down different paths and stuff. So
I mean, because it's like growing up in the hood is difficult for people to kind of get some kind of direction, right? Because everyone's kind of, you can see an easy way to make money, or this guy's doing this, or their uncle's just coming out.
I think it's like a lot of people they try and say that and like they do this, but they might be talented at some sort of sport, but you don't really know what happens when you go home.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's usually when that's the time. Like, fuck, what am I going to do? Sit around and wait for footy or go out and do something silly? You know what I mean? But that's life, and I try to say to all the young fellas, you got to try and pick something and just have a crack.
Yeah, at least give it a crack, right?
Yeah, and that, like me, I fought a lot, outside of on the street or whatever else. And I say to people, I didn't fucking end up a scientist. Yeah, I fight still, but I just get paid for it, you know, and just picked a different way to do it. So
yeah, man.
You just have to try and pick what you're good at and try and have a crack.
How did you know you were good at fighting? Did you just figure it out when you just realized, oh, this is the 14th fight I've had in a week?
Yeah, we were fighting. Yeah. We've had a few fights.
How was it in Australia? Is it because you go to some countries and fighting is nothing to them. It's just normal when you're growing up.
Yeah,
it's just a normal thing. But there's other people who come from different kind of, I say different levels of society and stuff that they have one fight and they'll be talking about that for the rest of their life, right?
Yeah, no, well kind of where I'm from, my area and stuff is known for violence.
Shout it out, bro.
Yeah, shout out. Western Sydney, baby.
Western Sydney, baby, in the house. Yeah, man. I know exactly what you're saying because I remember when I was growing up, we had these two Fijian brothers. They're really close friends of mine, Joji and Misisi. And bro, it's the same. They were like so into rugby, bro. And when we were about 9, they were 36, bro. Like, I'm not even joking, bro. I'm not even joking. They were huge. Yeah. They were strong. Yeah. They like had facial hair, bro. And I was just like, something's not right about this.
There's
like,
a few birth certificates gone
right?
missing.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Yeah. Well, I think everyone thought that about me as well.
Yeah.
But I
still thinking about you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, but bro, it's a natural thing, you know. Like Islanders are just big people.
Yeah.
And same as my other half on my Aboriginal side. Like, they're just natural freaks. Yeah. At any sport, really. Yeah. They're any kind of sport, they're just good at naturally. So sick, bro. I was just blessed with some good genes. Yeah.
Bro, I got good genes. They're just inside, bro. You can't see them just because I'm not big on the outside,
You got them on.
Listen. Inside, I'm like the Flash, bro. The electricity is fighting through my body. You just can't see it because I bring it out when I need to bring it out, bro.
I can imagine.
Fight or flight, bro. If we're in a situation, I'm running, bro, and you never catch me. Yeah, man. We had a little spa session before we started the podcast, and Dana, I just want to say it was pretty close, bro.
I had to get makeup to cover me fucking black eye. Huh?
Pretty close, Dana. So if you want to get that contract out, I'm ready to roll, bro.
Abu Dhabi's coming up.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
You never know, bro. I might just turn up there, bro.
You just jump up and just hit someone on the way out.
I can't fight, bro, because my nose is so big, bro. I'm not even joking, bro.
That is a bit of a hazard.
Bro, I'm so fast when it comes to moving, bro. You'd think that bro, you'd be like, no one can touch this guy. And it's not because I'm skillful. It's because I'm so conscious about not getting my nose hit, bro, that I had to learn how to bob and weave better than anyone else that had to do it. So you went from rugby to boxing. Or was it kickboxing first?
No, I had an MMA fight first. Okay. My first fight, yeah. And then I kind of just, I just kind of hovered around, and
Yeah.
that's kind of how I got my name. It was just like they would call me last minute against these like good fighters, and
Yeah.
because they need like a replacement, and I'd just say, yeah, fuck, how much? Like, make sure it's good money,
Yeah.
and then go and fight, win, collect my pay, and go party.
Sick, bro. Sounds like you're living the best
Yeah,
life.
that was pretty much what I did
What,
for
what
a
was
little bit.
what was a good amount back then?
I used to fight for like 5-6K, but that was
That's
like
not bad
a
at
lot
all,
of
bro.
fighters would get $500. But
Yeah, that's not bad at
yeah,
all,
yeah.
especially for just coming into the game and stuff.
yeah, I was getting like, and then when I got a bit bigger, I'd say I'd get the pay, and then I would give me the tickets, and I'll sell all the tickets. So any fight I had, I kind of just
herd
sold.
coming back,
Yeah. I sold the whole place out, and then my crowd got a bit too rowdy, and they started getting onto that. So,
so when they were like, look, they're breaking more stuff.
yeah, well, they did.
The cost
That's what happened. My family, when that would fucking break the cage, break windows.
during the fights, or
Yeah, I don't know. No, you know how it is.
you just gotta do it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. Do you think that your rugby background, because you were known playing rugby, right? Do you think that's why you kind of got a bit more of a higher price, because they were like, because you were kind of known for the other sport? Yeah, you didn't think about that till now.
I didn't think about that, but I kind of always had like a big following.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know why people.
it's
just,
the big character, bro. It's
People,
the-
I don't know. Just,
Anyone who's unapologetically themselves, people warm to, bro, because they're like, look, if anyone's gonna just be themselves, it makes people want to kind of like be themselves too,
yeah.
instead of having to fucking conform to all this fucking shit.
Yeah, I've always been a big like thing for that. Like,
I just remember the clip, bro. Just gonna
Which
be
one?
you spitting out water, bro. Just like what we said about the sparring. The great Insta clip there.
Which one?
When you were spitting out the water when I was telling them the truth about the sparring session that we had, bro. Yeah.
Bruh, hopefully we don't put that on camera.
That's
Me
more going
getting
on.
touched up.
I know that. It's all good. So you went to the MMA, and then you went to the boxing, and
Yeah, so I kind of just hovered around, and like they'd ring up and say, "Oh, you want to box in this? Say how much? Yes, sweet, I'll fight. You kickboxing, do this." I say, "Yes, sweet."
you were just like whatever, right?
Yeah. Just
There was like, there's a circus, sit down. We need a trampoline. As you're like, how high, bro?
Yeah, just
How much you
cruising.
paying, bro?
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it, and that's the art of, when you look at it, that's the art of a true martial artist, right?
That's what fighting is,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah, like,
It's like
and that's like now in the UFC, like people get options to fight people and stuff like this.
it ruins stuff, right? 'Cause
Me,
it's
I
like-
can't. I'm just kind of a. As long as my pay, as long as you're gonna pay me, fuck, I'll fight anyone.
So you're like
man.
that now. You're just
Yeah,
ready to go.
yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you signed in 2016, right, for UFC. How was that when you when you got offered the contract? Actually, wait, let's go back, because you were training with some pretty big names before that, right?
Yeah. Oh, so I started with the Tahuna brothers, Jamie and Tama Tahuna, and Jamie was like the first OG of Australia, New Zealand in the UFC. So I was very lucky to go and like watch them and train with them, but I was still kind of fucking around at that point. You know what I mean? Like, I was never really kind of serious until I found out I was having a kid.
Yeah, it changes everything. Huh?
Yeah, and then I was like, all right, I gotta leave the streets. And,
So
and
before or after Carter, that's when you decided, all right, I need to do it.
so within the 9 months, so when I got told that I was having a kid, and then by the time he was born, I signed.
Wow.
So I've always been kind of like that, you know what I mean? Like if I say I'm gonna do something,
Makes it happen,
I
just
can
manifest
do
it.
Yeah, I can. But if I'm fucking around, I'm fucking around. Yeah.
It's both sides of the coin, right? If I'm going all out, no matter which way that I'm going, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you pretty much, like you said, you kind of knew you were gonna get the contract.
So I fought. I won the belt for an Australian fucking what they called
Federation.
organization or whatever it's called, and then I defended the belt against this cockhead Mick
But
Sweeney.
why'd you keep pointing at me when you were saying cockhead and shit, bro?
Nah,
I don't like.
it was-
you were like this cockhead,
I
bro.
can see it's in this direction.
Okay.
But yeah, and then they kind of said, well, if you beat this guy, you'll go to the UFC. But I always I had a big crowd as well, so I would always
bring in the numbers and stuff. Yeah.
And then I fought him, and he snapped my knee.
Wow.
So
What, as in submission or as in
Well,
not letting go?
He had like a position, and we had the same ankle guards on, and I was on top of him, and I could see like his ankle guards like next to his head.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, why the fuck is his foot there? You know what I mean? And then I noticed, like,
It's your foot.
Fuck, it's my foot. So then I just kept punching him, and then he's kind of let go, and I went to stand up, and my knee was fucked. But I kept fighting, and then he didn't come out for the second round.
No way.
He kind of gave up, and then I and then I had a meeting with the UFC. And I went to the meeting, I walked in and stuff. My knee was fucked. And I signed the contract.
So you hobbled in?
No, I put on the act.
Yeah.
And then they said, can you fight in a few months? I said, fuck it, no way in the world. And then I was out for a whole year. So kind of like got hyped up for a bit there. And then everyone was like, where the fuck is this guy? He's kind of gone missing. So
because they gave you a 4-year contract, right?
4 fight. They give fights,
4 fights, yeah.
And then I was just out for a whole year, and then I had the knee surgery, and then I lost all feeling in my arm.
Your doctor was shit, bro.
No, so I don't know what the fuck.
Wait,
happened.
they did the surgery in your knee, and then your arm went limp.
So my arm went flopped. Yeah, flopped. So apparently, I think they left me for 9 hours or something, and they didn't move me. So I think because I'm skinny.
Yeah.
They cut the circulation to my arm. So for 6 months, I couldn't hold my son. I couldn't. I couldn't wipe my ass. I couldn't do fucking shit. Yeah.
What? And you didn't like say anything about it to them? Like you didn't sue them or?
Well, I ended up chucking a fit at the hospital and threw fucking shit around the hospital. And kicked I was in a wheelchair trying to throw shit. And then I discharged myself. Wow. So
sounds about right.
That kind of it threw everything out the window. But I was kind of
lucky
fucked
that
after
it got it back, man, and stuff.
Well, I had they said a fight night's coming to Sydney. Will you be on it? And my arm wasn't working. I signed the contract. I said, yeah, I'll be there.
Wow.
And then I kind of just put in a lot of work. One of my physios, Rashan, back home, and we got there.
Wow, that's impressive. And this was the Tibura fight?
No. It was Rashad Coulter. I knocked him out with a flying knee.
Flying knee, yeah.
Never thrown a knee before in my life. I could just fluke that one.
Glad. So is there a difference between a knockout in the UFC versus a knockout in any other kind of? Is there a more prestige like in yourself?
When I fight, I try to knock someone out.
Yeah, but I mean, is there any difference? I mean, there's more fans, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But do you cherish the UFC knockouts more than your previous federations, or like whatever?
As long as you pay me.
Yeah.
But obviously, you get paid more in the UFC.
But
now,
you got the bonus that night as well, right? The knockout bonus.
Got the bonus, so that was good. Like I went from being a little shit in the streets and doing whatever.
See, you keep pointing at me when you're saying these things.
Well,
bro.
where you want me to? I can't. Where you want me to
No,
go?
but it's like
way?
You know what? It's fine for the other words, but whenever it's like little shit or fucking cockhead or whatever, there seems to be a more exaggerated point there. We're boys, bro.
Don't look at the hand. Don't look at the hand. It's the hand.
Misdirection. Yeah, that's like insane.
So I went from like doing all right and then stopping and then trying to do
the right thing. Yeah.
This. And then got injured. So I had a shit year, man. Like my son's first year of his and my partner at the time, and it was just a very hard time. But I believe, fucking.
You never had any thoughts of kind of quitting or anything like that during that time?
No.
It's never been a thing.
I'm all in or I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy because there's been quite a lot of hard hitters who come out of Australia. You got Mark Hunt.
Yeah.
You got Whitaker.
He's from New Zealand.
Not Hunt. Whitaker,
Yeah, Rob Whittaker.
Mick Dundee,
Volkanovski.
Volkanovski.
Yeah. No, well, we're growing.
Yeah.
We're definitely getting better. We've got a lot of great fighters. I think it comes from our culture as well. Like we grow up fighting. You know, in Australia, you don't have weapons, you don't have guns, you can't. You know, so it's like if you got a problem with someone, you have a fight, sort it out. Fucking have a beer again, or you know, get on with it.
Yeah, that's the thing that people don't like, how things have kind of changed and stuff. Like back in the day when I was growing up, you'd fight. Then after that, you'd end up sitting in a group and just talking and whatever. And sometimes that's how you made new friends.
That's how you make your best friends.
Yeah,
usually.
you know, you fight with them. All this knife and guns and all that stuff is just like.
Oh, it's gonna happen. Like, but yeah, it's times have changed.
Yeah,
times have changed.
Times are changed, which brings me to my next subject. I know how I feel about it. I'm sure you've got a view on it too. Let's talk about this new breed of athlete that has come out, both literally and figuratively. How do you feel about trans athletes, bro? Because for me,
transgenders. Oh fucking hell! I and you know me. I say what I want to say, and I said like if this lady or whatever this thing is, I said, or if she was fighting a girl that I know, I'd jump in.
Yeah.
That's pretty much meaning that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that they should fight against
women. Yeah.
Like they're born.
A lot of people have spoken in depth about this. You know, you got the Rogans, you got whoever that. You know, when it comes down to density and bone density and living.
I'm not a fucking doctor.
This guy was a Navy SEAL, bro.
Yeah. That's
it
what
wasn't.
I mean.
It's not like a normal guy who's just like, you know, a skinny little guy decided and then and he hasn't fought before and then he's like, let me try this. This is a full-on Navy SEAL, bro.
Well, that was my point. I actually messaged the
guy,
the girl.
Yeah.
And I said, like, well, you tell me more, like, and like she didn't reply, but I said, well, does that mean if you think you're a woman, does that mean when you were a bloke, would you flog women?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, does that make it? Is that like?
It's just confusing to me. And do you know the thing that? Look, everyone live your own life, do whatever you want to do.
I don't give a fuck what you do. Chop your dick off if you want to chop your dick off.
But when it comes to...
Don't fucking flog another woman.
Yeah, when it comes to athletics and stuff like that, like the only way I see it being fair is just having their own sport.
Have your own league.
Their own league, their own Olympics,
division.
Their own, just trans, you know what everyone's there.
And then it makes it a fair battlefield.
Yeah.
There's like that woman...
Fallon Fox.
No. The New Zealand weightlifter.
Bro, do you know what the thing
you can't do sports that are man sports.
Yeah.
Well, generally,
the views of BamBam Tai Tuivasa are not the views of Jibber with Jabber.
Yeah,
no.
Look, I'm not a fucking doctor. I'm not a politician. I don't know like full into it shit. You know what I mean? But
that's a great example because again, this guy was a weightlifter. He was an Olympic powerlifter, and then just decided, nah. I'm a female Olympic powerlifter, and then just.
Yeah. So what if you like?
I think he lost on purpose, by the way, on that first one.
I don't know. I don't even know, but I saw the two Islander girls behind them shattered like.
Yeah, all their lives they've been training to do that, bro.
Fucking do your own like. League.
All their lives, and then somebody for 40 years is a man decides the next year I'm going to compete as a woman. That shit's not fair, bro. It doesn't work. It doesn't work that way.
I have a lot of gay people in my family and stuff like this, and like, so if you're gay, does that mean you can just bash girls? No.
Yeah.
Like, and if they did that, I'd bash them. Like, and I just don't think it's right.
Yeah, all of it. For me, it just doesn't make sense. It's the same thing with Fallon Fox.
Did she fucking smash the girl's skull?
Yeah, it's just like it doesn't make sense, bro, at all. And I think the same thing. I mean, how do you feel about steroids in fighting in Olympics and all that stuff as well?
Obviously, it's wrong, but fucking like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm not God.
I feel the same way. Look,
and if people feel like
then do them yourself
cheating,
too. Yeah.
if people feel like that's how they're gonna win.
Yeah.
Well, fuck. It reflects more on the person. You
exactly.
know what I
think there should be a steroid Olympics, where everyone can just roid up and race and do all that shit.
Isn't that called fucking powerlifting?
I think that's called the Olympics, bro. The Olympics until everyone's caught. But no, but like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. If they're taken correctly, they're fine. They're healthy, and then you can carry on as normal. Make a little Olympics for just people who choose they want to be on roids and do the 100 meters, bro.
Just go to the gym.
Fucking
Danny, fucking make
them run, bro.
Yeah,
Right?
there's fucking heaps
We'll
of
start
them.
our own Olympics here, man. There's a. I don't know. I'm not going to talk.
It's like especially as a fighter, like, and that's why I bring it up. Like, I'm not. If she was a fucking doctor or something, I wouldn't jump in. Like, I have no like, got no backup in saying that. You know what I mean? But I'm a fighter, and it's like me. Like, if I found out that someone was to fight my daughter that was a man, I'm fucking bashing the shit out of them.
Doesn't matter what you look like now.
I don't care.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense. Common sense just doesn't work. Your fan base is epic, bro. Like, your fans
I got
are
the best,
with you, bro.
I got the best fans in the world.
They're ride or die with you, bro. And even when I watch some of your lives, I mean, you wouldn't know that I watched it because you still haven't followed me back on Instagram yet.
I actually did in the car. Since you bring it up,
we've been friends for 3 years, bro, and he still hasn't followed me back on Instagram. I mean, I'm just gonna take it as there's quite a few fan pages of me, so you didn't want to follow the wrong one, bro.
I get flattered.
Yeah, your fans are. Even when I put the question thing up, bro, the amount of questions I got from.
Oh, you got a few?
Yeah, bro.
Oh man,
they were like 100, bro.
Oh really?
Yeah. And they're
shout out to my fans.
Yeah,
bro.
they're ride or die.
All good.
The roids. When you go on a live, and it's good because you interact with your fans as well. When you do a live, you see how happy they are to kind of, because they're friends with you for a couple of minutes, you know, and they get to have you have a proper conversation. You bust joke with them, you know. How important to you are the fans?
Well, they're everything.
Pardon me.
If it wasn't for fucking fans, you wouldn't have these. Like, you wouldn't have football, you wouldn't have soccer, you wouldn't have anything. They are what, you know what I mean? They're what create the money, or anything. But I think with me, I'm just a normal bloke.
Don't worry, it's not Corona. Yeah. You'd be like, I had it 9 times, bro. I'm good.
I do spit shoes. I'm not worried about Corona, bro.
We're gonna get to that soon, bro. We're gonna do that,
But like, for me, I'm just a normal bloke, so it's not out of my way to talk to someone nicely or to talk to. You know what I mean? I just think that.
But there's a lot of people that aren't like that, bro.
Oh no, I know. Well, that's what a lot of people say to me. They're like, "Oh, you're so." I'm like, "Yeah," but I think it's just where I'm from, and where I'm brought up, and how I'm brought up. You know what I mean? It's just, why would you treat someone like you're not anything special? Like, I think that, like, I say to people, like, everyone can get punched in the face.
Yeah. And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Like, if you treat me like a dickhead, well, then I'm gonna treat you like a dickhead.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. And again, like you said, when you grow up in the hood, you kind of have a bigger kind of community vibe going on where everyone's kind of welcomed, unless they're from the other hood. But but mostly.
Well, yeah, I grew up around a lot of drug addicts, junkies, and there's some of them who I call family, and you know what I mean. And in someone else's view, they'd be the piece of shits of the world or whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah. But then in my view, you know, some of them take their last shirt off to keep me warm. Yeah. So there's two different, I don't really judge anyone, you know what I mean? Everyone has their own path and everyone has their own story. So just fucking be a good person, that's, you know what I mean? Or you get punched in the face.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I say to some people. It's like, sometimes I don't understand how people could be so full of themselves. It's like, dude, we're here for about 2 weeks, fighting the galaxy, and we're going to die, bro. That's it. Like, it's not that serious,
We all end up in the same place.
It's not that serious, bro. Like, you cannot... Like, anyone that's like that surely isn't aware of their own mortality. Like...
I don't take notice of them people, to be honest.
That's nuts, bro.
Yeah. I kind of just do my own thing, bro. Yeah. If I, like, people like that, I just kind of... Yeah. Yo... You do you,
be cordial, bro. Yeah, you do you, and
I'll do me. Yeah. Sweet.
So how does it work in the UFC when it comes to... So you get, like, for example, you got a 4 fight. You get to the end of that. And also, with your 4 fights, obviously, they're not... you don't know how much money you're gonna make, right?
Yeah. You do. So it goes up every time you fight, or every time you win,
Yeah.
actually. So in your contract, I think. But then, bro, UFC is very cutthroat.
Yeah.
I went on a 3-loss streak there for a bit, and usually you don't really get that many chances. You know what I mean? So
I mean, is that a kind of like a big thing in the community that, you know, they're very aware of? Hold on, it's not just, you know, it's different then, because with boxing, you can have 5-6 losses, come back and have 10 wins, and then, and you know you're all right because you don't kind of.
I think it depends on who you are and kind of what division you're in. Those smaller divisions, I think you lose once or twice, they get cut. So I'm not too sure. But to be honest, I don't really watch.
Yeah.
I don't really watch UFC.
Yeah.
I don't really watch anything. I don't watch TV. So
that's nuts, bro, that you actually don't kind of keep up with.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I've never really have. I never, even when I played football, I never watched football.
Yeah.
I kind of, just kind of, I hang with the crew and kick back. And
do you miss the crew now that you're in Dubai? And why Dubai as well, of all places? Because it's the flip side of, again, it's the same as you say, I'm all one way or the other, right? So
yeah. Why Dubai? That's a very good question. Obviously, you know, there's not many rules here, as in COVID and stuff like this, but also it's a network capital of the world, and I want to try and, you know, sort some things out here and do some bizzo and go from there. See what we can do.
Well, I like that because, like, again, you have that hood mentality of hustling and all that stuff, right? So talk to me about Drink West.
Drink West. Drink West, actually, funny story, you know. Me and a mate of mine, we just finished training and we're sitting there and we're just like, fucked. I said, bro, I can go for a beer. And then we made a joke and said, fuck, we should make our own beer. And then, Drink West come up, and then we got into it, and then every drop we did kind of got sold out, and we were kind of sitting there with our dicks in our hand and be like, fuck, like, we obviously never done alcohol or anything like that before, so it was a total new field of business. So we were like, oh, you know, so we've been a bit quiet at the moment, but we've also been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, and I think Drink West is going to be a big player in the future in Australian beer market.
Just Australian, or are you gonna?
Well, hopefully one day I would love to get it around the world, but we'll see.
Man, it's always cool because I was talking to one of my previous guests. He's a footballer, played for Man United for 8 years, played for the France national team and that. And he was like, a lot of people don't think ahead.
Yeah.
They retire, and then after they retire, they're like, fuck, the money's not coming in anymore. Like, they don't know what to do. They end up bankrupt. Like 80% of them end up bankrupt and divorced and all that shit.
It's a big issue in NRL as well, in Australian football.
Yeah,
it's a big issue, but always trying to make
something on the side, right? This is
always
that
trying
good
to
vibe. What's going on?
Always trying to hustle something. For sure.
I just feel like when you finish the UFC, you're just gonna be walking down in like Western Sydney, just like, look, everyone wants to fight. Get the money, bro. I'm ready to go, bro. I'm ready to go.
When I'm home, man, it's a different vibe. You know what I mean? No one asks me for photos. No one really. It's like everyone knows me, and it's not like you can't find me. I'm in my pajamas at the shops. I'm just the same. I'm just like anyone else. Like if you didn't know who I was, no one would. I'm just the same as everyone else.
But they must know you there, bro.
Oh, no, everyone knows.
What about outside of your little community?
Yeah, so outside you get like, you know, it's like, oh, can I get a photo? And it's sweet, yeah. But back at home, everyone's like, oh, tight, you know what I mean? It's just, you kind of get along with your day and you do what you want, you know?
Yeah.
Some places you go out for breakfast and you're like, fucking, can you do a shoey? Like, fuck, I'm doing breakfast, mate.
I was going to ask you to do a shoey now. No, we'll get to that. Let's talk about the shoey now, because I think that we've got to... What the fuck, bro? Where did this come from, bro?
Bro, to be honest, my friends, we partied a lot growing up. Okay. So it's a kind of normal thing. And my friends do shoeys to a different level. What you see, my little spit ones, that's
Yeah.
that's nothing.
Wait, so what? Okay, so you guys have been doing this for ages, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Okay, so you'd go to a fan after your game, after your fight. You take his shoe,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The fan would put.
Yeah.
Okay, that so far I'm with you.
Yeah.
In comes the spit, bro.
The spit was before the spit was original.
So the spit was original.
With my friends, yeah.
Okay, so explain it to me. Is that just something that just you don't even know how it started? You just know that that's how it happens.
It's kind of like, do you love me or you don't love me? You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, it's been there's been a lot worse than
Yeah, I can see the look on your face is like I can't tell you any of those things, but there's been a lot worse than that.
Yeah, like Aussies are a bit fucking, they're just a bit crazy.
Yeah, I know that. I was in Australia for a while when I was traveling there, and everything was going fine until I told people I was Lebanese, bro. And that's when shit hit the fan, bro. They're like, fuck, another Lebo, bro.
Yeah, all the Lebos in
because
Sydney.
all like the gangsters and stuff and the like the dodge. I mean, they're like that everywhere, but at least in other countries, the Lebos try to kind of like blend in with the and do under the table kind of dodge stuff. In Sydney, nah, bro.
No, you spot a Lebo from mile away.
Yeah, I remember I went to Bondi, bro, and then I was just like, there's all the Australian people.
It's
bro.
full of Lebos, but none of them live there.
They're just on holiday.
Yeah. No, they just travel from the area. Yeah.
Fucking hell, yeah. I went back to being English after I started. I had a couple of experiences being Lebo.
They're great people. I love them, you know. But they do. I think the Sydney, the Australian Lebos give the other Lebos that I've met around the world a different kind of view.
Yeah.
Especially in Australia.
Yeah,
that's for sure. But
really
shout out to all the Sydney Lebos.
Shout out, you ruined my holiday, bro. You ruined my holiday. I remember.
Yeah, probably don't say you're a Lebo when you go to Sydney again.
Bro, Australia is a different place, bro.
Yeah, why?
It's just a different place. I remember we were going camping once, right? So we rented a camper van. We went Sydney all the way up to Nimbin, sorry, Surfers Paradise, all that shit, bro.
Yeah.
So on the way, there's these little campsites.
Yeah.
So we were in one of these, you know, the ones that have the bed, the caravans, they got the bed on top and all of that. So the AC broke in the van. So we were parked in the middle of nowhere in fucking desert in one of these things. And we were like, fuck it, let's just sleep outside because there's no fucking AC in the thing.
Yeah.
So I remember we were sleeping, bro. And in the morning, there's this like ranger guy going fucking nuts at us, bro. He was like, you don't do that here, man. It's like, you see that snake? You see that scorpion? You see that spider? Like everything out here is trying to kill you, man. And we're just like these fucking tourists who don't know anything.
Yeah.
But the guy was like, how you survived the whole night sleeping in your boxer shorts out on the sand, bro.
Yeah.
He was like, you should all be dead right now.
Oh, there's a lot of things that'll kill you. That's for sure.
A lot of people too. But he was like, nah.
A lot of people around the world though, they all like that. You know, like they're scared of Australia, but like, unless you go out into the bush and there's no fucking hospitals, like if you get bitten from something, you can just
not with my friends, bro. We're all so fucking dumb, bro. We probably all three of us would get snake bitten, bro. We'll be trying to drive around the place looking for a place to go. No one knows nothing, bro. We'd all fucking die, man. How important? Because this is a question you must have been asked before, or is this something that you're kind of aware about or whatever? You don't look like a typical fighter in a sense where
I'm good looking.
Yeah, you're very good looking. So how does that work when you get into the ring? You know, the perception.
Oh, you're talking about my fat.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, what are you talking about?
You said that. I didn't say that. But since you said that, let's talk about that, bro.
Okay.
So the typical, when somebody says athlete, people are thinking shredded,
I'm
packing on low.
Fatly. I'm a fatly.
So do you think that makes any difference whatsoever when it comes to the heavyweight division?
No,
right?
Mark Hunt didn't look like an athlete.
That's what I'm saying.
Knock your ass out.
He's from New Zealand, by the way.
He is. It's
Butterbean. Look at Butterbean, bro.
Yeah, Butterbean. He was a bean.
He was a bean, but that's what I'm saying. I don't think in the heavyweight division it matters, right? Because one punch.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
Do you think cardio matters in the heavyweight division as much as lower divisions, or nah?
Yeah, well, yeah. Or cardio, or in any fight, it matters. You know what I mean? You have to be fit, or you can only punch for like 10 seconds. But my looks, I've always been big. It's only I I only got a little bit of flubber. That's about it. My
It
legs are bodybuilder legs.
I wasn't saying anything. You brought it up, bro. You brought it up.
I got bodybuilder legs, but you know, the flubber around the gut, you know, it's a bit of cushion for the pushing, you know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah, but it kind of.
But do you ever get that where people are like, oh, you don't look like a fighter and stuff like that? Or do you think people are too scared because they've seen
Let me
your
punch
real...
you in the face. And
Yeah.
yeah, I can punch. I can kick.
That's all that's
That's all
needed,
you
right?
need for a fight. Yeah.
No, because like you get that kind of like, oh no, athletes should be shredded and muscle mass and all that shit. But when it comes to the heavyweight division in all kind of fighting sports, mate, one punch from a heavyweight.
Even when I played football, I was a lot bigger than like fatter than other players. But I could run. I can run fast. I can pass the ball.
Yeah, but with rugby, bro, size is always an advantage, bro. You don't want to be tackled by someone who's that much bigger than you. To be honest, when I fight,
these guys I'm fighting are way bigger than me.
Yeah.
They're way bigger than me. They're huge, but I think we're just different, you know, different shapes. Us Islanders and stuff, we're a bit more built to the ground.
Yeah.
Like when you move them, you're like, fuck, they're not that heavy, or you know what I mean? But they're big boys.
I love the way that you said when you move them, like moving an Islander is something that you do on a regular basis, bro.
Yeah, you're going to get into it, you know? But I don't know, it's just... I've always been. I might try those ab implants. Have you seen them?
Fuck off, mate.
What?
I have seen them. You're not gonna fucking do that, bro.
What? I've been thinking about it.
Bro, do you know what? Part of me goes, no, he's just messing around. But then the other part of me lives in Dubai, bro, and knows how easily accessible. Like you
can get them here,
bro. You'd be out in a day, bro.
Here?
No, I'm not saying anything more, bro. I'm not having your fans fucking go to my Instagram.
Imagine me come out looking like Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Bro, it will always look wrong. Anytime a girl gets bum implants or people get the lipo, you can always tell, bro. It always looks wrong. You know?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm too. I'm happy. I'm happy to ride.
I can get you the turtle shells if you want, bro. So when are we gonna see you again in the ring, bro?
I'm fighting in November, the 20th of November.
Yeah, and who's it going to be? Can you say?
I don't know if I can. Augusto Sakai.
Nice. And how you feeling about that?
Yeah, good. He's like number 8 or something. So it's an opportunity to get back up in the top 10. He's a stand-up fighter.
Have you changed anything for him?
Nah, I never change. I just do my own thing.
You're like, I got 3 moves, bro. Hit harder. Hit much harder than that.
No, I just do my thing, man. I just focus on me, you know. And I feel myself as a professional athlete has gotten way better, especially since I started. Well, I've kind of been learning on the run. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was fucking around and doing some shit I shouldn't have been doing before I got in the UFC, and then. Once I got in the UFC, I was kind of like, all right, well, now I've got to learn what jiu-jitsu is or maybe how to wrestle. But I think over the past 2 years, I really knuckled down and given it a proper shot, you know what I mean? So I think the best from me is yet to come.
For sure, bro. I mean, you can tell your growth has changed. You can even see it. And not even just in your performances. Let's talk about... And again, it's a testament to your character. Let's talk about your choice of walkout songs, bro.
Yeah, honestly, I've always walked, even when I was fighting in Australian organisations, that's just my jams.
Yeah, but you're never going to expect.
Well, imagine someone walking out to like, say for example, Spice Girls or something, then you just get your ass knocked out.
See, this is
you're gonna remember that.
This is what I wanted to ask.
You're gonna remember
that. Is that why you're doing it? Because you're gonna be like, this guy came out,
and he had fat love handles, like shit. So 1, I got beat by a fatty. 2, he walked out to Spice Girls, and 3, he knocked my ass out.
So, is there anything in specific? I mean, are we going for Barbra Streisand next, or what are we? Can I suggest a song, bro?
What do you reckon? What's your suggestion?
Rick Astley, bro.
Who's that?
You know that song?
Sing it.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna turn around. Can we have that for the next fight? Come on, bro. That's the biggest meme song that is ever done. Come on. I mean,
think of it. Should I just say yes to make you feel happy?
No, I just want to say yes so I can then replay this with a video of you walking out and just me going, dessert in the background like that, bro.
No, I'll think about it.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna come with a couple of old school.
Yeah. Send me a playlist.
Yeah, a playlist of old school stuff.
I love all the old school jams.
Yeah? Me too, bro. But you say old school, you're like an older spirit than you are, bro, because a lot of the old school jams you weren't about when they came out. So where did that come from? Is it having older siblings and stuff?
Growing up, my mum.
Mm.
A lot of my walkout songs are from my mum.
Nice.
Like, and they remind me of driving around when we were young. We were always in the car, doing missions.
Bro, that just shows you the power of music and that an Aboriginal woman, that's how far they traveled, the Spice Girls, from London, bro.
Oh man, the Spice Girls are everywhere.
Yeah, but imagine though, bro. Like that just shows that's huge, bro.
I was in love with Scary Spice for a bit there. Mel B.
Okay, let me tell you something.
And
I'm gonna show you after.
She come on Australia. She was on Australian fucking
Got Talent.
Australia's Got Talent.
Yeah.
And that.
Bro, let me tell you something. And this is
You
no
didn't
word.
hook up with
This
her.
is no word of a lie. I fucking wish, bro.
Oh.
my whole life was changed by her. Every girl that I've had, every girlfriend, even my wife, mixed race, giant curly hair, bro. Like,
So
it's
that
just
was,
she somehow embedded something in my head that's
you remember
my
the
only
Sugar
type, bro.
Babes?
Yeah, of course I do, bro. Which one?
Yeah,
Exactly, yeah.
I was in love with her for a bit too.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, why don't you do the beach, bro?
Hey, that's on the
Yeah.
list. It's
Yeah,
on the list.
it's on the
It's on the
list.
list.
It's on the list.
It's on the list.
Look, John Jones, let's talk about this, bro. Because similar to one of your previous or your last fight, it's got a bit of an issue, huh? How do you feel about all this stuff?
Fucking cockhead. You know,
You didn't point that time. You didn't point that time, and I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it.
Nah, just an idiot. Like I all this previous stuff, like fuck, I don't care. Like everyone has a party, everyone gets off their head or does whatever, but you don't flog your woman up in front of your kids.
There's no place. Wait, what do you mean in front of your kids? You shouldn't
Well,
do it anyway.
You don't flog your woman up,
yeah.
and then you don't do it in front of your
That's
kids.
even worse. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
no,
I just don't understand it. There's no place for that anywhere, bro.
That's what he's doing. He's just, that's his thing, huh?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not a police officer.
Yeah.
I just say he's a fucking dickhead.
See, you've learned, bro. I think it's now that you're becoming a bit like more worldwide that you've got a lot of disclaimers that come out after all of your comments. You're like, I just want to say that I'm not a scientist.
No, like, yeah, but like, because nowadays, this Instagram and fucking all this, everyone has an opinion or everyone has something to say.
And
then you have an argument and then they bring up fucking facts and this and that. And but I don't give a fuck. I just say what I say.
Yeah.
That's how I feel and that's how I'm going to stand on it.
Yeah, that's straight up.
My word is my word, and that's all And like, I don't really like police, but he getting arrested and all this is just you don't flog your woman up.
Yeah, no, I totally
and you
agree.
definitely don't do it in front of your kids.
I totally agree with you, bro.
Because your kids never forget that.
Never, and it's kind of like the same thing as like you should never kind of hit a man in front of his kids either.
Or for a woman?
No. Both. For a woman,
no,
but even a guy, like if you've got beef, if like for example, if I've got beef with a guy,
yeah,
and I see him with his kid, I'll wait till next time.
No, yeah. If that's rules on the street. Yeah.
But again, there's people that don't think like that, bro, and that kind of thing will stay with a kid forever. Kind of. Like, he'll always remember when his dad got fucking
100%
smashed up in front of him, and then he was just like, "Oh, hold on, you were my hero 2 days ago, and now you're just like, you're the guy I had to put tissue rolls up his nose for fucking the thingy, right?"
Yeah, no, definitely, but yeah, he's just he's got some fucking
issues, bro.
Get off the rack.
It's that roid rage, bro. So, who would be your ideal fight, bro?
What
Not to
ideal
watch,
fight?
because I know you don't watch them, but for yourself, is there anyone that you kind of be like, yeah, I'd like to fight you?
I'd love to fight the Black Beast, just because I like his I like his personality.
Yeah,
I like his fight style, obviously.
Yeah,
and then I think the fans would love it.
Mm.
But other than that, I don't really. Like I said, I don't really know.
So are you only in it for the check? Or
hell yeah.
That's it, bro. Straight up.
Hell yeah. This is what I've done worse things for money.
Yeah.
But I love it. I love fighting.
Yeah.
I love the rush. I love the crowd. I love it all.
Just if you're gonna provide, that's not a bad way to provide, right? As well.
Well, yeah, there's obviously better ways to provide, but that's what I say. Like I'll do this too. We can't go to the toilet, can we? Can I go to the toilet?
What did I say to you before we started?
I did, but then I had that water.
We got to. How bad is it?
I'm gonna piss myself.
Today, you
I'll
guys,
be 2 seconds.
You're gonna see Bam pissing himself on the thingy.
I'm about
So
to.
he's gonna go. You know where it is, right? Go around the corner. So Bam's going for a shit now. So he's gonna shit himself.
What?
So Bam's back from the toilet. So before we started the
Yes.
episode, what did I say to you?
You said, and then do you know what? I was sitting here the whole time thinking. He asked me just.
Yeah.
before
How long?
we-
How long have you needed to go for now?
About 5-10 minutes. Right then, I felt like a little drop,
Just
and
a
I was
drop
like,
was coming
once a drop comes, it's just
Yeah.
gonna keep
After
flowing.
a few hits, you don't get to stop yourself, right?
That'll go viral. Just sitting here pissing myself.
Yeah. See, why can't you just do anything for me, bro? It's always about you, bro.
Look, I gotta try and keep some.
So look, what's worrying me is that you're fighting in a month, right?
2.
2 months. You ran to the toilet that's 10 meters away, and you're out of breath now.
Ma-
We're talking about cardio.
Bro, I get out of. Bro, you're out of breath.
I'm not out of breath. I just got AIDS.
It's definitely an
I
AIDS
just got-
cough.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just that corona.
Nah,
mix.
yeah. Am I?
You out of breath? No, you're good, bro.
Bro, I get out of breath eating.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Did you find that you eat really fast because of growing up with loads of brothers and sisters?
Bro, sometimes if you miss the feed,
Yeah.
you didn't eat.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
for me, growing up, I only had 4, not 53 like you, bro. And like I remember that we'd all kind of like it would be one of those. Everyone's looking at everyone. I was trying to make sure
Yeah.
that they're not eating their food.
Yeah, I eat pretty fast. Not my friend eats way faster than me, but yeah,
Any specific? You just chose one friend there.
Well, yeah, because I'm with him every day. So
Yeah, that's all right then. So look, I mean, I feel like we need to do a shoey, bro.
yeah.
I just bought these today, bro.
Well, I'm not doing my shoe, and they're brand new.
Yeah.
We gotta get a cameraman's shoe.
But he's not gonna. You know what? But be careful though, because they've got holes in the side there. Yeah.
But have you got alcohol? No, I can't do that.
Yeah, same thing.
No.
Same thing, bro. We gotta do a shoey, bro.
No, I can't do that.
Thanks.
I can't do that.
I didn't
It
want to.
has to be alcohol.
Well, yeah, but I can shit in it first before I give it to you, bro.
Well, then that'll count. that'll go down well.
Does it have to be alcohol?
Yeah, that's a rule.
Really?
Yeah, has to be.
Why? What if it's like a mixture of other narcotics that have been sprinkled inside the shit?
Maybe.
You're like, done before.
Yeah.
Done before.
Yeah.
So now, what are we doing moving forward? And I don't mean for the podcast, I've got that sorted. I just mean like in general.
So I'm gonna just be
Yeah,
sitting here soon,
yeah.
taking over.
But what do you see in the future for you? I mean, do you see a title fight coming?
Well, definitely. Like I said, my attitude and a lot of things have changed over the years, and I'd definitely love to do that one day. And I think that the better I get, the closer I'll get to that. So
But do you feel like you'll actually have the chance to?
why not? I'm 28.
No. I'm not saying you're not good enough, bro, or anything like that. I'm saying the politics behind things sometimes can drag things out so long that you feel like you might miss the chance because certain people might get the chance before you because of a name or because of a.
Kind of haven't thought of it, to be honest.
No.
Would you, for example, would it be a huge bummer, for better choice of words, if you didn't get a title fight before, like when you retired? Would it be something that kind of weighed on you?
Nah, not at all.
No?
Not at all.
You wouldn't be like, I would have liked to have been champion, or?
Well, like if I'm doing well and I'm winning, there shouldn't be any reason not to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But how many more fights away do you think a title fight could be?
No, I still got a few years.
You think? How many times can you fight in a year?
This year I've fought nearly 4 times.
Yeah, well, look, if your next person
I've
is
been in
top
the
8,
UFC for 5 years.
Yeah.
A lot of people. I think the average is 1.5 fights or some shit like that.
1.5
2
fights a year.
fights, yeah, like 2 fights. No, in the UFC,
Really?
I've had 10.
Really?
Yeah, this is my
2
10th.
fights?
Yeah, that's the average, and then they get cut.
Oh, because they're not good. Yeah, they're not that Samoan blood, bro. They're not that Samoan blood. You know. But I mean, yeah. So do you not? If you're fighting top 8 next, right?
Mhm.
I mean, there's not many more fights between that to a title fight, is there?
Well, there you go. That should maybe 2 years.
And is there anything that you need me to consider when we're prepping for these next fights in our corner, or
Just naked. I mean, what? What happened? Wrestle. What?
oil naked oil wrestling?
Jelly
So,
wrestling.
so you heard it here. So
What?
the way that Bam's gonna
Take the
prep-
title.
yeah, the way he's gonna prep for the title is me and him are gonna naked oil wrestle.
Just wear that as
Well-
well. While you Put
Do you
the
know
ma-
what the worst
Put the
thing is?
mask on.
The mental picture that I had of myself in that, I looked pretty good, bro. Like, it didn't look way too out of thingy. Man, dude, it's been an absolute pleasure having you with me. Naked or dressed, dressed and naked, and we got a lot more, to do in our future preps. There will be no leakage of the pre-podcast sparring session that we had.
Oh,
I can promise you that. I
damn it.
respect you. You're a
Please.
good friend.
Yeah.
And no one's gonna see my
I-
my movements.
Your
No,
nose
no.
nearly took out the fucking
Was,
mic.
was that it? Is that why it was so close, because you couldn't get around my nose, right? You're just like, I don't see your way in, bro. Every way. No, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you, and I'm sure I'm going to see you in the gym loads. Shout out to Falcons as well. I'm going to start coming to the jiu-jitsu classes there.
Yeah.
Gonna have another roll on camera, bro. I want to talk about your rings before we go, bro.
I got another big ring in America, but these are just the knuckle dusters.
Yeah, because I was thinking that's why your arm went numb after the operation, bro. It's because they were
No, these
weighing
are new. I
they
didn't
were
have
weighing you
these.
down so much, bro.
These are new. I didn't have these ones back then.
Do you? I mean, why so big, bro? Because if you put 2 more on there, you're not gonna be able to sign your name on anything, bro. It's just like so big.
You think of it.
Yeah, but we're in Dubai, bro. The most you'll get is moving the shisha faham on the coal on the top of the shisha with them. There's gonna be no fighting here, bro.
No. I'm big.
Yeah.
Why not?
My rings should be big too,
But
right?
I like rings. I've always liked rings. I've always had rings. Like,
Did you guys ever have the sovereign rings in Australia? When we were around?
do
Do you remember the ones with the coin on the top of them?
sovereign
Yeah.
rings. Yeah,
Yeah.
No, they weren't that big, but
No?
I always loved rings.
Yeah.
I don't know.
For
just
fighting or just for?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was, bro. So again, where do you see yourself living, bro? I mean, is Dubai a kind of like, do you want to bring the fam over, or how is it? Or do you see yourself back in Australia?
I think I'll go back and forth.
Okay.
I still got a lot of things in Australia, like businesses and stuff like that. But like I said, there's a lot of opportunity here, and there's, as you know, like networking and stuff like this here. So, but bro, I'm a gypsy anyway.
Yeah.
I'm kind of everywhere.
Wherever lay my hat is my home, right?
That's pretty much
Yeah.
But my son's in Australia, so and he starts school next year. So,
So the missus wouldn't want to come live here?
but we're not together.
No.
But-
so she probably definitely wouldn't want to live with you then after that.
But like I said, if Australia keeps being the way it is, I'll move them both over.
And then you could be not together here too. That's weird.
We're always together.
That's it, right?
We're bonded by a beautiful little boy.
That's it. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Children are everything, bro.
Yeah, very crazy.
Yeah.
But I think that's another thing, you know what I mean? Like, I grew up pretty harsh, and I know this time away from him is pretty hard on him, but I think it's a bit more hard on his mum, you know what I mean? I'm not there to support in that way, but I think my mentality and how I'm thinking is I'm setting up
Yeah, the longer picture.
Yeah, I'm setting up for what's to come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're not struggling, they're not there's people way worse off. So
Yeah,
I
of
think
course.
just this little time, you know, and I struggle, you know what I mean? Like, he's my world, but like I said, I'm keeping the bigger picture and just focusing on the grind.
But you don't want to continue in the family tradition and just make him some brothers and sisters, like
Bro, don't jinx
give
me,
him like
man.
14 other brothers and sisters, bro.
Worldwide.
Yeah, that's it, bro. You know, one local one.
Nah, why not?
Yeah, why not, bro?
Why not?
Why not? I had nothing to do with any of this. All the
Yeah,
stuff
why
that you
not?
saw. Yeah,
Let's just do it.
yeah.
It's okay.
I'm just still like in my head. I'm still dancing with naked with this on my face.
Let's hope you don't
in
get
front of the
pregnant.
thingy. Huh?
What?
What? Bro, it's been an absolute pleasure. Again, thank you for taking the time out and coming in. Thank you for mentally bumming me. And it's been an absolute pleasure, bro, honestly. And
Thank you.
much more to come.
Anytime. I'm definitely love to come back.
Yeah, man, for sure. We'll get it, man. And let's start prepping for this next fight.
Done. I saw the spa.
Want to go?
You want to go?
I want to see how far that tattoo goes, bro. Boom.
Done.
Thanks for that, bro.
Sorry about the piss. I was dying.